Hi, this is Melanie of Pardesi Reviews, and I'm here to do a review of Rajinikanth's latest film, Jailer. If you're new to Pardesi Reviews, I do trailer reactions and film reviews of Indian cinema. Okay, just came out, first day, first show of Rajinikanth. I was thinking about the fact that I think for the last 5 or 6 films, I've been able to go pretty much first day, first show, if I can, because it's such an experience to be in that crowd. You know, superstar, like when the old-fashioned Rajinikanth, name thing comes on, and his first appearance, and the whistles and the screams, I just love it. This film, I'm just going to be completely honest, I have a little bit mixed reaction to it, mostly positive. I'm going to try to keep this review as spoiler-free as I can in case you have not been able to see the film. Okay, so first thing, it's directed by Nelson. The only other film of Nelson that I've seen is Vijay's Beast. And this film, this is the first time that Nelson and Rajinikanth have teamed up together. The music is by Anirudh, and it's a dark comedy action. And the cameos in this are absolutely insane. Like, that was one of the most enjoyable things. All the different faces, because I watch all different regional cinema. The only one that wasn't super familiar to me was the Kannada actor Shiva Rajkumar, and he was awesome. I definitely felt this presence of him. Like, I literally looked him up as soon as I got out of the theater. I was like, who is that guy? But, oh my gosh. Okay, I'm just listing all of the cameos. Okay, we have Jackie Shroff. We have Mohanlal, Shiva Rajkumar, Sunil, Tamannaah. Like, those are just the cameos. And then Yogi Babu has more of an extended role than I was expecting. And then other key, Ramya plays Rajinikanth's wife. And then we have Vasanth Ravi, who I also went and looked up. He plays Rajinikanth's son, Arjun, in the film. And he is a police inspector. I was just like, who is this guy? Because he really made an impression on me. Okay, there is, after the interval, there is a flashback where they use some kind of CGI to kind of show how Rajinikanth, like the title, like where it all came from. And they use some kind of CGI to make him younger. Jackie Shroff is in part of that flashback. There's not tons of big dance numbers, only the one with Tamannaah, and they explain that as they're visiting a film set. So at least it wasn't like, I don't know, it just seemed kind of strange when that song came out, and it was like, how does this fit into a action, dark action movie? But they make it work. Okay, so I would say the first half is stronger than the second half. And the second half, like, varies wildly in tone. The first half is more of a revenge plot, and the second half is has some sidetracks into heist and, some other things. I do want to say one of the best things about the film is the Malayalam actor Vinayakan, who plays the main villain, the main antagonist opposite Rajinikanth. And when it was announced that he was a part of this film, I was really excited. I have seen him in several Malayalam films. He's an excellent actor, and I was just waiting for him opposite Rajinikanth, and it did not disappoint, because it was just, he has that intensity, and he is quite the villain. So his acting in this film is excellent, excellent. Some of the cameos worked better than others for me. I thought Mohanlal's was super fun. Jackie Shroff's was super fun. Sunil and Tamannaah, it was like an extended comedy thing that didn't completely work for me, and just really kind of made us lose momentum of the main action and plot of the movie. And so I don't know, that didn't work for me as much. I have nothing against Sunil or Tamannaah. I adore them, and you know, all the other films that they've been in. I'm just, as far as the writing, I'm just saying it just kind of meandered off the main plot for a little while. I will say, okay, without giving spoilers, I will say that there's a major twist towards the end that did surprise me, and the ending leaves us with this feeling of gravitas, like it's not just this light nothing movie. Okay. Rajinikanth, there's, you know, I mean, of course, he's fantastic in all the action scenes and just care. I adored the beginning of the film. He's just this little kid's grandpa helping this little kid with his YouTube channel. And I was just cracking up at the opening scenes. He just gives such warmth. And then we learn that he's not just that simple grandpa, right? That there's more to him than that. Now, without giving major spoilers, I just want to say, in many of these kind of movies, the family doesn't know what this certain person in the family, like Rajinikanth, that he has a darker side to them or that has all these skills. We've seen that in so many movies where it's revealed to the family that they, you know, this other side of themselves. And the reveal scene to his family in this film, after he's gone to such extent to protect them from learning any of it and seeing any of it, this was Nelson, the director's choice of how it happened. And I really, while I can admire the setup of the scene and how it was executed, I really didn't like... Okay, I'm just trying really hard how to explain this without giving spoilers. I just felt like the Rajinikanth character that we were shown wouldn't do that to the women in his family. Like, I just... maybe not in that way. If you've seen the film, you know what I mean. If you want to comment on it, put a spoiler on the top of your comment so people would know not to read further. But I'm interested, people who have seen the film, what did you think of that? I mean, there was another scene that I was really pleased with the way that it went because it was a fake out. And I was like, oh, would he really do that? And then then I learned what really happened, and I was happy. That was in kind of the middle of the second half. It's super violent. Okay, do not bring your 3-year-old to this movie. I am just telling you, there's beheadings, there's sledgehammers to the face. Oh my gosh. This is not really a spoiler because I'm not telling you who it happened to or who... But there's one character that gets a sledgehammer repeatedly to the face. Just some, whatever, you know, a nothing character, okay? And another character says to them, like, gropes their bloody face and is like, I can't find your mouth. Like, it was just so gruesome. So please, do not bring your small children to this movie. I was quite startled at how graphic the violence was. I just was not ready for it. Anyway, I really enjoyed Rajinikanth in this role. Ramya didn't have that much to do as his wife, but I really liked Vinayakan opposite Rajinikanth, and their back and forth, their confrontations, and the very final confrontation in the film. Yeah, I thought that was well done. Like, that was quite a payoff for the end of this movie. Okay. Super interested, for those who have seen the film, how you felt about it. I mean, some other recent Rajinikanth movies have had a political message. Some have felt quite silly in some ways. This had this didn't have either of that. I didn't feel like it was necessarily a strong political message or anything like that. It wasn't heavy-handed. It was out and out trying to be a mass entertainer. And mostly I was really entertained. I just kind of had some as I got out of the theater about a couple of scenes, like, again, not the way Rajinikanth played it, but that it was written that way. Okay. All right. Super interested what you thought about the film. Let me know in the comments below. Follow me on X, Twitter, whatever the hell, at Pardesi YT. Follow me on Blue Sky, Threads, and Instagram at Pardesi Reviews. And if you hit the bell here when you subscribe, you'll never miss another trailer reaction or film review.